as we slip the night away. What's that, y'all? Y'all, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. I know I ain't post no story today, but I ain't feel like it. You feel me? What's up, Mendez? Mendez, what's up with you, man? Y'all pull up. Let's go ahead and get the pleasantries out the way so I can come in here and peek at the Marquito. What's up, Michael? What's up? Here to learn and share. Let's get the pleasantries out the way. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you're pulling up on IG, go to YouTube, youtube.com/the new TLR. Man, the boy need to get a haircut. Woody asked me if we can get a haircut this weekend. We'll probably go today. I gotta do the focus program tomorrow. What's up, Dominique? Hey, for anybody pulling up on the replay, anybody that's pulling up right now on the live that don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day, 9 a.m. East Standard Time and 6:30 p.m. East Standard Time. Talk about the price action, talk about the stock market, talk about, just things that be in the mind of little Timmy Rogers when it comes to investing and trading. I try to mix it up with a little, swing trading ideas, with day trading ideas, but every day we make sure we look at the price action to see where we think the market will potentially go for that day, for that week, because I just want to help out the cousins for the free 99. And if that sounds like something you into, all I ask you to do is click the like button. I don't ask for no money. I don't ask for no nothing. Just click the like button and share it with a cousin. I just seen something pop up on my IG. It's 100. I knew it was you, 100, the biggest bear in town. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You interrupting the pleasantries with the foolishness. Hey, if that sounds like something you like, man, hit the like button. Join us every day at 9 and 6:30. It's for the free 99. Everything I do is for the free 99. Yeah, the only thing that I you can participate in, like giving some money toward me, is going to the newtlr.com and buying some merch. That's it. But I don't ask you to do that. I ask you to hit that like button and hit that share button and share it with a cousin so they can get something out of it. Let's see what's going on the economic. I don't think nothing popping on the economic calendar today. We got existing home sales at 10 o'clock. Anybody who don't know how to use Econo Day or Forex Factory, this is just a calendar that shows you like all the economic stuff that's coming up that affects the stock market and Forex. It affects the stock market and currencies. I shouldn't say Forex. It affects the stock market and currencies. Things that affect currencies affect the stock market. Things that affects the stock market affect currencies. So you want to come out here and look at this economic data. If you come, you see how it says consensus right now, because that event has not taken place. You click on consensus, it shows you what the big boys expect to happen. After it happens, it'll say report. When you click on report, it shows the same thing, except for it shows the consensus alongside the actual data. So you can see, and if it's red, it's potentially a market moving event. It potentially make the market act volatile during that time. If it's not red, it's not known to be a market moving event, but sometimes it still will move the market, you know what I'm saying, if it's outside of, extremely outside of the norm. But that's Econo Day. Ain't nothing major going on today. Just waiting on the jobless claim numbers tomorrow and the PPI tomorrow. Baker Hughes ring count. Let's get into it with Spalene, man. Let's go check out Spalene. Spalene, where you at, baby? Uh-oh. Here I go. There goes Spalene. Spalene look like she getting ready to gap down a tad bit. I'm going straight to Spalene because I'm waiting for my Ninja Trader to open back up. I had closed the Ninja Trader accidentally when I was getting ready to go live. Spalene looking like she fun to open pretty much flat. Right now we 26 cents lower than we were yesterday. Fun to open up pretty much flat, right? Y'all already know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I wanna come down and handle some of the gap work that we did yesterday on the ES. Let me see if the what's the name up yet. Oh yeah, it's up. I see it down here. It's up. I didn't realize it was up already. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's up. Okay. As y'all see, I came in this morning and I marked out some. Let me go to the 60-minute real quick. Let me go to 60-minute real quick. I came in this morning and I marked. I changed this 60-minute fair value gap down here to a daily fair value gap. I think that's daily. Let me see. Daily. Yes, that's daily. I changed it to a daily fair value gap because I initially was marking out this 60-minute fair value gap right there in between these candles. Let me fatten up these wicks for y'all so that it ain't no issue in trying to see them on the stream. I know YouTube be buffering it a little bit, so it'd be kind of hard to see the wick sometime on the stream. So I'll make them a little fatter. I should have did this beforehand, but I couldn't because I accidentally closed it. All right, so let's check for divergence. The NQ a little bit closer to those highs right there. Not really. Yeah. Look like the YM might be a little bit. Look like the Dow may be a little closer to the highs. Yeah. Yeah, that is. The Dow a little closer to the breaking structure than the ES and the they pretty much they moving pretty much together, but the Dow just a little bit closer to getting back to that breaking structure than the ES and the NQ right now, because that's more of a space. Yeah, but they pretty much trading together relatively. The Dow overnight was showing a little bit more strength overnight than the NQ. It had more of a push up. The NQ pushed up on the 1700 candle and then kind of consolidated a little bit. Then the Dow pushed up on the 2100 candle, went straight to a peak and then sold off. So yeah, they pretty much trading together. It ain't no real divergence or nothing like that. Everything trading together. The Dow just a little closer to getting back to the breaking structure than the NQ and the ES. Look like they heading back to the breaking structure. Looking at, I came in and I marked out some fair value gaps that we had created yesterday on the run up. We have sold back down to this fair value gap right here. We'd have made it back down to this fair value gap and dipped under this because when I came in this morning, we had already traded back to this fair value gap and started coming up a little bit. We was forming this 60-minute candle right here. We was forming the 8 o'clock candle when I came back in, was marking these levels. So the sell side that I had marked at 39.2350, we already dipped into that. Oh, yeah, remember yesterday when I had the buy side liquidity resting up here and I said 39.50.50, I jollified for that. I was looking at ICT video last night and he said 39.50.75, and I came in, I was like, man, that was like real close to what I had. And when I went and looked, the number was actually 39.50.75. When I marked it with the line, I didn't get it right on the tip of the wick. So it really was 39.50.75. So I mean, it's close enough for government work, but I like trying to give accurate numbers when it comes to like the lows and the highs. I said the holes in the and when it comes to the lows and the highs. But so since we broke through it, I took the liquidity, the buy side liquidity line away, and I just marked the high. That's the high of 628. That's what that line was. That's the high of 628. And the reason why I marked it the reason why I moved the liquidity line and just marked it as a high is because we have started reacting to it. We started reacting to it, meaning the market was acting like that's where it wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? It went up there. It went up there. Like, look at how we traded yesterday. This just the mind of Timmy Rogers. You know what I'm saying? If you only here to hear me, you know what I'm saying? Stick to one thing, you on the wrong live. Yesterday when we was trading up, right? We was trading up, right? The other day, well, not the other day, a while ago, when I was talking and I was like, you know what I'm saying, I was looking at an ICT video, and he be talking about how you got how the algos reprice stuff, and it's sort of like distribution and manipulation and all of that right there. This right here was some strong distribution right here. You know what I'm saying? This was some strong distribution right there. Right? We came over here, we consolidated a little bit, we went up, you know what I'm saying? We manipulated to the downside, right? We consolidated some more, and then we distributed to the upside. You see what I'm saying? Right? Y'all with me so far? This was the manipulation, because it led us the wrong way. The other day, shout out to cousin DeAndre that got on and was asking about these equal lows right here, right? When I said we came down and the market stopped on a dime and was like, I keep telling y'all I don't want to go that way yet. You know what I'm saying? The market, because when we got the Apple talking about, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be cutting, hiring people and all that, the market started falling. Right? Bad news ain't really tanking the market. The Bears had everything they needed to sell this thing off. It wasn't nothing but bad news in the afternoon time this day. And it sold off, and it came right here to this point, and it stopped on a dime. Created these equal lows, left this daily fair value gap. It bounced off that daily fair value gap and then just started consolidating. That was the manipulation. It's easy to look back at it in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that was on here that was peeping it in real time. When I was talking about how the market said, look, I ain't going no lower. We wicked up pretty much the exact same amount coming from when we hit it last time and came up there. We hit it again and we came up just a little bit higher, but pretty much the same amount. Then we consolidated some more and then distributed it up to where the market wanted to get to. Man, when I was like, the market acting like it won't, I kept saying 30, 39, 50, 50. Right, I was saying 39, 50, 50, but it was actually 39, 50, 75. Right, I was like, the market acting like it want to get to this 39, 50, 75. I'm like, it's not dumping off, and it as you see, it repriced up with very little contest. We got one, since when we started running up after the consolidation, and we started repricing up. We got 1, 2, 3 red hourly candles before hitting the target that the algos wanted. Very little contest, well, whatever. Very little opposition. That's a better word that I can use and make sense. Very little opposition. So I'm an algo conspiracy, so y'all know how I do. Now that the algos have taken it to the place that they want, and it's looking like that's where they want to get. Because once we got to the top, it's like we hit the brakes, slow down. We was flying, then somebody screwed it. Somebody screwed it, and then it finally popped above, and it dilly-dallied around above, and then at the London Open, it started selling back off again. You know what I'm saying? It started selling back off again. We came down, got a slight breaking structure right there. You know what I'm saying? Came back up, filled in, make sure we ain't leaving no fair value gaps, filled it in, you know what I'm saying? And then sold down again, some more distribution down into this fair value gap right here. Now, we left a fair value gap there. Now we done traded back up into it. Now that we done traded back up into it and pushed down, let's see if we continue this downside and fill in some of this gap work, right? I would love to come down here and fill in some of this gap work, at least down to this fair value gap right here, and then just start pushing back up. We ain't got to blast off. We ain't got to go make a new daily high. I would love it if we did, you know what I'm saying? But I want to come down here and get to at least this fair value gap right here, because looking at that, that's looking like it's in the discount. But let me verify that with the fibs, right? Coming from the run right here from yesterday, we're going to take this whole dealing range right here. Boom. Okay, if we take the full price leg, the discount will put us into this fair value gap right here. The discount is at $38.99. Let's just call it $38.99.25, because it say $38.99.33 right there. So we're just gonna call it $38.99.25, right? Or you can say $38.99.50 if you want to round up. $38.99.25 is equilibrium for this whole price leg. If we just do equilibrium for yesterday's dealing range, right, into 4 o'clock, it's $38.88.75 or $38.89. All that right around, it's saying everything is still that same fair value gap, right? So that would be a good place for us to get back to. I just wanted to get back to it because based off this price leg, that looked like the fair value gap that's at the halfway point. Also, that's the fair value gap that's just below the breaking structure. So that'll be a nice place for us to come down to and get to. As far as like sell side liquidity, the only thing I got for sell side liquidity now is way down here. If we get down here, if we get down here and go below this 38.55.50, I ain't gonna like that, because that's gonna start going against my bullish thesis. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna start going against my bullish thesis if we get down below this 38.55. That's gonna start making me want to flip to the bearish side if we get below this right here. That's gonna be a little bit lower than little Timmy Rogers want to go. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it all the way down to this fair value gap down here. The top of the gap is at 38.76.50. The bottom of the gap is at 38.72.75. I'll take it all the way down to there. I just don't want to go anywhere below this right here. Because we go anywhere below this right here, that's giving back everything that we did yesterday. I don't want to give back everything. I want to come down just into the discount and take it back up. So since we ain't got no, it was just a constant price up. I really don't have no, that's the only sell side liquidity number that I got. The only other liquidity I got is inside these fair value gaps. Remember, we still soaking up a whole lot of juice inside this weekly fair value gap that we're in, this blue area right here. We inside this weekly fair value gap. All of this is this hourly, everything you looking at, bringing down, I can see the top of the thing. All of this, we're inside this weekly fair value gap, just slowly chopping away at it. We slowly chopping away at this weekly fair value gap. We came just short of this hourly fair value gap right here. Once we broke the high from June 18th, that was our buy side liquidity that we had been sitting there forever. I wasn't expecting us to get it yesterday. I ain't gonna hold you. That was my end of week target, and we hit it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So the market seems to be a little bit more bullish than me. Like I said, I would love to see us just push down. I would love to see us respect this fair value gap right here that we in. Let me mark it out. I would love to see us just respect this fair value gap that we in. What I mean by respect it is go ahead and fill it, but then push back down and get back down into this discount down here. Maybe even fill this whole fair value gap and then start pushing back up. You know what I'm saying? Start pushing back up. I don't care if we close red on the day. I don't care if we close with a new higher high. I just want to come down, get into the discount, and then finish strong. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we make a candle like this right here, what they like the Thor hammer. I don't care if we make a hammer candle, whatever they call it. I don't care if we, you know what I'm saying, just blast back off and make a new high, you know what I'm saying, new daily high. But let's come down, get some of this gap work, and then finish strong to the upside. The first sell side number that I see is the new low, the new overnight low, 39.2250. That's the new overnight low. We made it on this 9 o'clock calendar, 39.2250. And then to the upside is the Asian high. We got the overnight high. The overnight high is 39.59 even. The overnight high is 39.59 even. We made that on the 4 o'clock calendar. $39.59 even. Lime green. All right. Now let's drop down to 15. Market about to open up in 9 minutes. Let's drop down to the 15-minute and see what it's looking like. All right, so we poked a little bit lower into this right here and made a new low. We poked a little, we consolidated here, we came down, we broke structure here. We came down, we broke structure to the downside with some conviction, heavy distribution, right? Traded back up into the fair value gap, but we just chopping. We just chopping right now in the fair value gap. Like I said, I would really like to see this fair value gap get respected and then come on down and get some of this gap work down here. Come back down into the discount, get some of this gap work, start pushing up. We'll know if the market want to go that way if we get a closure below 39.2250. If we disrespect this fair value gap and start pushing up higher, then I'm gonna be looking to see if it's gonna come up here and try to take this 39.59 liquidity first. So these the levels of liquidity that I'm looking at first. This 39.2250. I'm looking to see if we wick down and then wick back up and start running up, or if we get a closure below. If we get a closure below, I'm be looking to try to go short to go take care of that gap work down there. If we if this the low that it wanted and want to start pushing toward the buy side, I'm gonna look to see. Now we can take some buy side right here and push back down. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that one too. What is that right there? 39.48.25 on this 6 o'clock calendar. 39.48.25. I think that's what I said. Now we can go up there and get a little bit and then start pushing down, but we'll see. Let's see it. Let the market show you what it want to do. Don't force nothing. Trade what you see. I think that's all I got. Put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and say something or share something, I'm about to go through the chat right now. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody that's pulling up? Angela C, good morning. T Baker, what's up? Lil Hawk, what's going on? Sonya, what's going on? What's up, Todd? Kwaku, what's going on? Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Otis, what's up, O? Brittany. Look at 100. I'm done already, but I'll be watching closely to take money and run far, far away from my real account. Look at Otis, I ain't mad at you. Spotleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. What's up, Jamie? 100. The biggest bed town. What's up, Robinson? Morning. Just realized that Tim's middle of the road is literally negative 20% from the high. Oh, it is? That's what's up. Them percentages, man, them percentages be percenting. Now y'all see why I'm an algo conspiracies. Exactly 20. And we've been fighting that. Shout out Robinson for actually putting something worthwhile in the chat. Check it out. You said that's 20% from the high. Let me put these. I'll leave it on daily. Let me scratch this down. Yep. He actually put something worthwhile in the chat. See though, this why I be, man, that's why I'm an algo conspiracies. See how we've been contesting with this area for all this time? We've been contesting with this area for a month now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bear market level. Who picked 20% as bear market? I don't know. Why did they pick it? I don't know and I don't care. But algos can only go off ones and zeros. And so they like, hey, this the algos like this the 20% area. So the bullish algos like, hey, we got to fight for this. The bearish algos like, we got to fight for this. So we just been chopping in this area, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we calling, and we gonna get a one of these days. But 20%, man, it's been fighting at that 20% because it's, I appreciate that. I appreciate you for pointing that out, Robinson. Y'all clap it up for Robinson for actually putting something worthwhile in the chat today, man. Hey, for anybody that's new, them just jokes. I be messing with people. OG Spider Gang. No, we got 3 minutes before the market open up. What's going on, Sanjay? What's up, Sanjay? Sam B. What's Tim? Do you ever mark gaps on the 4 hour? Yes, I do. I mark gaps on all time frames, but my favorite ones to mark are the 60 minute and the 15 minute. Those are my favorite ones to mark, but I mark daily, I mark weekly, I mark monthly, I mark 4 hour, I mark let me see. I got what's name that say templates. I got a template for breakers, 15 minute, 4 hours, that's 240 minutes, that's 4 hours, 5 minute, 60 minute, daily, weekly, and then this imbalance and liquidity pool, those some old ones that some old techniques I used to try, but now I just do like the imbalances by the time. Cause when I just had imbalance and liquidity pool, I couldn't figure out what time frame the imbalance was on. So then I went in and color coded the imbalances. So I do daily, 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minute. Every now and then I might do a 5 minute and weekly. Those the ones I mark. Hope y'all study every day for at least an hour on your own. For sure. You got to study every day. My favorite book for this year is Atomic Habits and Instant Millionaire. Oh, that's what's up. Do they got that on Audible 100? Do they have that on Audible? I need y'all know I don't be YouTube for the free 99. Okay then, I gotta check that out. I need it on Audible because I don't be reading books. I ain't gonna hold you. I go straight to sleep as soon as I start reading. When can I come across more? When I can come across more, I appreciate that 100. I appreciate that. Michelle said Atomic Habits is a great book. What's up, Michelle Tucker? Devario Towns. What's going on? Lazy River time today. Oh, it's gonna be a lazy river day? Hey, I'll take that. It feels like the same algo as yesterday. What's OVN? Overnight? What's OVN? That's wild. Which one wins? The algo with the most money. Period. The algos bias with the most algos on the same side of the market. Oh, da, 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 da. What's up, Sonya Williams? Is that a breaker on the daily at May 20? The market open, the market open, the market open. For anybody that got to go trade, I appreciate you for pulling up. Go ahead and trade. Go ahead and trade. We kissed the bottom of that 60-minute fair value gap again. What was the new? Let me mark this New York open real quick. We opened up at where my thing at? And then I look at that what it said about the breaker. 9:45. We opened that. It kind of opened up at 39.38.75. 39.38.75. $39.38.75. That's a tad down. So 42 minus 38. What's that? 4? No. This dead wrong. That's not right. 39.54. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. 39.54. I'm like, oh no, that ain't right. Okay, 39.54. I didn't change them numbers. When I moved those, I didn't change those numbers. 39.60. I'm looking like, man, that ain't right. Them numbers don't look right. Them numbers ain't adding up. What you said? Is that a breaker on the daily? May 2nd. I mean May 20th. Still studying breakers. You said May 20th? May 20th. This candle right here? Yes. Yes, that would be one. And if you look, we was like respecting the body of that candle, and we was respecting the bottom of that candle. It was like reacting to the bottom of that candle too. You know what I'm saying? Because we came down, made a low, made a high, made a lower low, we made a higher high, right? Right there. And then when we sold off, boom, we sold off, we blast through it. And we came back to it, we was like kind of respecting it. And if you look at it, from here, high, low, higher, high, lower, low, it's in the same spot right there. To the upside, to the other side, and when you came to it, you was respecting it from this way when you made the high, the low, because it was all in the same spot. You made the high, the low, the higher high, and the lower low. When you came back up to it and you hit it, we got to the top of it, top of the wick, we sold back down, came back up again to the same spot, sold back down. It's like we was like respecting it, and now we just got above it. And if we can get a closure above that right there, then we can probably push on through. But it was like respecting it. It was respecting that candle right there. It was like that breaker was like right there in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? So you had that breaker there. You had like a gap down there. You had a whole lot of stuff right here in the middle of the road that was creating all of that different, you know what I'm saying, back and forth, back and forth. Now, when you zoom out and look at the daily level, you can kind of see all the different stuff we was reacting to. So everybody in this spot right here was selling their course for $9.99.95. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was selling breakers, they was like, look, we got a breaker. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Look how the price is respecting this breaker. See, it's like it ain't got really no body, so you would use the whole candle body for this breaker right here because it ain't got no body. You'll use the whole candle for the breaker. Look, it got to the top of the breaker and we sold off, right? We came back to the body of the breaker. Look how the candle bodies respect the body of the breaker. And then we sold back off. Came back up to the top of the breaker again. Now it's incontested. Then once they get above it, it's going to finally fail out, right? Breaker people talking all that smack. Then you got the gap. You got the gap right here. Oh, we came up to the gap, went up a little bit, then we pushed down. We came back up to the gap again. Look how the body respecting the gap. Then it's pushing down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody selling their course for $9.99 right in this same point right here. Everybody, that the percentage traders. Oh, we came down 20%, and now we right here. We contesting that 20% of the year. It's all kissing cousins, man. It's all kissing cousins. Figure out the one thing that's gonna work for you. Don't try to learn everything new under the sun and confuse yourself. Figure out the one thing that's gonna work for you. Stick to it and do it well. Stick to it and do it well. Good morning. What's the name of the trading psychology book you recommended? The Mental Game of Trading. The Mental Game of Trading. This book right here. That's what it looked like. That's it right there. The Mental Game of Trading. I got it on Audible. When I bought it on Audible, all the stuff on the inside, I got that book right there too. Trading in the Zone. That was pretty good too. Trading in the Zone was pretty good too. The Mental Game of Trading is my favorite. If I had to put them in like order, I would say Mental Game of Trading was my favorite, and then I would recommend Trading in the Zone next. That, you know what I'm saying, Mental Game of Trading was my favorite. But the stuff that you like write down on the inside, like all of the spreadsheets and stuff like that, when you buy it on Audible, if you go to the website for the book, you can download it, and so you can fill it out. I downloaded it. But yeah, that's it right there. The Mental Game of Trading. I don't see nobody pulling up. What's the, Michael, you put a question mark in there. What's that question mark for? It's just a question mark. Okay. Question. Who remember that Destiny Child song? Hey, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all no more. I'm about to go eat me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What's Spalene doing? No, Spalene, don't go that way, baby. Don't go that way, Spalene. Come down, man. I need you to come down and give me some do some of this wick work. I mean, some of this gap work to the downside, man. Come on, stop playing with me. Hey, peep this right here now. Y'all see how I marked this right here? I just marked that just as a potential breaker. What I want to see the market do. I want to see the market push up and handle. Now peep this now. Come here. I'm gonna use you. Paste. Unlock. Peep this. If we make a if we end up making that a fair value gap right there. Let's say if we don't go down no more for the day. Right? We end up making that a fair value gap right there. Right? And then let's say if we get up to what we was talking about yesterday, right? Right up here to fill in this fair value gap right there. The one over here. Remember we was talking about yesterday? Let's say we get up there and fill in that fair value gap right there. Right? Look at how beautiful this was set up. Right? Look how beautiful this was set up right here. We came down, ran liquidity, right? Came back up, delivered it to this big gap right here. We ran the liquidity, we delivered it to this big gap right here. And you can tell we delivered it because we got overloaded on buy side liquidity because we started pushing down really hard. We sold way off. Yeah, we sold off with a bunch of bad news, but we delivered, right? We delivered right here. Then we came back down here, right? So once we ran that liquidity and we delivered it, we kind of starting over now. Liquidity run, delivered it, we starting over. When we started over, boom, we made a low, right? We made a high, right? We made a lower low. Ran up under this sell side right here. Now we carving out a higher high. See, if we keep going up, right? We keep going up and fill this in, and then our higher high starts to come back down, right? That's gonna make that a breaker. No matter how high up we go with this high, that's gonna make that a potential breaker. But I want us to go up here and fill this, because look what that'll create. That'll create a fair value gap at the breaking structure, at the breaker, at 50%, right? Because that's the 50% line is right, is at, include the full body of the breaker. If I take this up to the included on the body of the breaker, the 50%, the discount is at the breaker. If we make this a fair value gap, if we don't come, no matter what we do, if we come down a little bit more or whatever, but if we don't come back and connect to the top of this candle over here, which is right there, if we don't come back to the bottom of this area right here, it's going to be a fair value gap there at the breaking structure, at the 50% at the equilibrium, at the breaker. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be that's going to be an A+ trade setup on the daily level. If we don't come back there until after we come up and fill this fair value gap and start doing a pullback. I'm just watching that. I'm just watching that play out. That's kind of stuff I do on the higher time frame. I just watch I peep stuff, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to see how this going to play out. I'm going to watch and see how it's going to play out. But I start looking at it ahead of time, so I'm already prepared for how I'm going to strike. I don't want to wait till it get there, boom, and then start trying to figure out how I'm going to strike. I want to, oh, we still ain't get it. That's 39. That's 392.93. And it's 393.16. We still ain't get it. I thought we had them poked up a little bit, but we ain't get it. We ain't get it yet. But that's what I'm watching. I just like to, you know what I'm saying? I just like to look at stuff like that. I leave it at the body of the candle. Nah, I'm gonna leave it at the body of the candle. I was gonna include the whole thing since it's such a little candle, but I just keep in mind that the wicks ain't too long. When the wicks don't be super long, I don't mind including them. But when they have like really, really long wicks, the only reason why I use the wicks is if it was like a little teeny body like this right here. Y'all can't even see them wicks, I don't think. This candle right here got some long wicks. I don't know if y'all can see. When I look at it, I can't see the wicks. Okay, I can see it now. Right there. Hopefully y'all can see the wicks. I'm doing all this and y'all probably can see it the whole time. Right? When it has super long wicks like that, then I'll include the whole wicks and with a teeny tiny body. But when it's got like a real fat body and little wicks, I just use the body. And like on a candle like this right here, I'll mark the body, but I'll consider the wicks too. If it get to the wicks and start having trouble, I consider the wicks too. But yeah, come on down and get some of that gap work. Stop trying to push up. Let me see what it's doing on the I'm supposed to be meeting somebody for lunch today. My partner Eric said he want to do lunch today. Oh, the NQ pushing. Look how the NQ pushing on the hourly level. The Dow went up a little bit, but it's pulling back down. But look how the NQ pushing. Man, tech getting love. Let me see what Netflix doing. Netflix reported yesterday, right? Wasn't it Netflix that reported yesterday? Netflix, they gapped up and came. Wait a minute. Yeah, Netflix gapped up and came down, and then now they pushing back up. Hey, if Netflix recover and push back up, this is a really bullish move. This is a really bullish move. Shout out, man, what's the dude name? Zay put me on to him. He be making some fire breakdown videos. Zay put me on to him. And I've been looking at his videos for like about 2 weeks now. Stocks today. Stocks today. Buddy be doing some fire breakdown videos. He like really heavy into like looking at the options chains and stuff like that right there. And I think he got like a platform that he putting together that look at like not order flow, but like the flow and all of that right there. But he be doing some fire breakdown videos. And Zay put me onto him. And sometime at nighttime when I be I go and I look at his videos. Look like it's been, maybe I went back and looked at these because it's got some videos that I watched, let's say 2 weeks ago, let's say 3 weeks ago. I might have went back and looked at some. I know I've been watching it for about 2 weeks, but I'm looking at the age of this right here. It says 2 weeks, 10 days, yeah. I probably just looked at an old video of his, but I could see like the red line on like the videos that I looked at. But yeah, he be doing some fire breakdowns, man. But like I say, he like look at like the options chain. He look at everything. He look, so he be looking at heat maps, option chain, all that stuff. Matter of fact, he the one that put me on that the heat map was on TradingView, because I used to only use the heat map on FinViz, and then he the one who made me realize it was heat map on TradingView. But anyway, what I was saying, if Netflix can finish the day strong, right? This is a really bullish move, right? Because boom, one, you gapping up to a breaking structure, right? And oh yeah, that's why I said shout out him, cause he the one who put me on to like the characteristics of a bull and a bear market. You know what I'm saying? And he was like the let me see if I can. That ain't working. Brush. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. So he was like, bear markets, bear markets, bear trends, or bear markets, or bearishness, starts strong, right? And then ends weak, meaning like the day or the week or whatever. It starts strong and end weak. And then the bullishness start weak, right? And end strong, right? And then what does that sound like? That's when I say if I'm bullish, I want to go down first and go up, right? I always say that. When I'm bullish, I want to go down first, do the gap work, run the liquidity, then go up. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is kissing cousins. I mean, first cousins, man, same thing. All this people say it in their own terms, but it's all the same thing, man. Find what worked for you and just stick to it. But if Netflix, see how it came up, it gapped up, right? Sold off, right? Sold off, so it's starting weak, and then it'll end strong. That'll be a very bullish move. You know what I'm saying? Start weak, end strong. All right? That's how you get bottom wicks. You get bottom wicks by starting weak and ending strong. The most important price is the price at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's the most important price. A whole lot happened intraday, but the most important price is the price at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's the price that the Bulls and the Bears say, okay, we agree on this price. We finna go home and get some rest. You know what I'm saying? Definitely need to come down. Yeah. Hey, man, I said I wasn't going to be on here that long, and I'm on here for 50 minutes, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hopefully, I was able to, I added spy calls, by the way. That's what's up. I ain't mad at you. Can you have look at on the spy? Will resistance be 3? Hold up. I know I can't read, but let me read this again. Can you have look at on the spy? Will resistance be at 3? I don't know. Let's look at it. 393. I know I can't read, but golly, little Hawk work with me. Got me out here looking like I'm sped. Get out of here. So 393. Um, looking at what for resistance at 393. As far as what? Um, I don't really trade support and resistance no more. I used to trade support and resistance, but just looking at this area right here, that's it like in the 393 area. It's a area of yeah, it would be resistance in this area right here, cause this area right here, was acting. It came down. You know what I'm saying? They was testing it. Boom. Then we came up off it and broke through it, and then boom, acted as resistance. Came back down. Got close to it. Came back up. Resistance again. Came back down. This area here, like I ain't want to put my line on top of my line again, and it ended up being the same color. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really work out that well for me. But that area right there around that 393 area that you're talking about, it's acting as resistance right now. You know what I'm saying? It's acting as resistance, quote unquote resistance. But I don't trade support and resistance no more. I just look at the price action and this area right here, right? This area here on the SPY anyway, on the ES, right around where we closed at yesterday was the area that the SPY was trying to get. I mean, the ES was trying to get to. The ES was trying to get above. This is the high on the ES that it was trying to get above yesterday. Right there. That high right there. It was trying to get above that high. If you look at them, if I got a whole bunch of junk in the way, but this high right here is the same high that the as this high over here. Right there. It's the same. It's the same day time frame. You know what I'm saying? This high right here is the same high. So we got above it last night after the market closed. The market closed here. So that's where the price was trying to get to on the ES. And then on the SPY, we in that same area. So, I mean, if you want to look at it as resistance, yeah, it's acting as resistance right now because, you know, previous support becomes resistance, and it supported here. It acted as support here, and we pushed up. Then we broke support, and then it turned to resistance, right? So now we got shout out to Professor. We got the knock. He be talking about the knock boom. He called it the knock boom. Knock. You know what I'm saying? Then boom. And then shout out while we here just talking. Let's talk about everybody's stuff, man. Let's talk about. That's why I be saying cut all this stuff cousins, man. And make this a little bit fatter. We're gonna go with the 3 points. Right? So boom. Oh, I ain't got to lock it in that. Okay. So we got the resistance, right? We test resistance once, we test resistance twice, right? Now we're trying to see if we can get through, right? And then shout out to people that trade with the with like the patterns, right? What are we forming right here? Right? Forming the old W. Forming the W, right? Forming the W. Once we break through, it'll continue up. We're forming the old W, the W pattern for everybody that like to trade the W's. Once we break through this area right here, the W should continue up. Right? Them the W people. Shout out to Professor. The Professor called it the knock boom. Knock, then boom. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Day trade Professor, the one that I be talking to on IG. Shout out Day Trade Professor. That's the knock boom. Knock, then boom. Right? W. Testing resistance twice. What they call it? Double top, double bottom, whatever. I don't know about those, but I just know we go into the W pattern, break through there, and go. You know what I'm saying? The knock boom. Go to the knock boom. God dog it. Why can't I get rid of this? Yeah. But anyway, man. breaker, my bad, the breaker from May 20th opened at 390. Over here, where was it? May 12th. Right there. Oh, it opened. Oh, the open right there. Yeah, that's the same. That's the same. Yeah, it's all the same thing, right? Cause that's where it opened up here, there. It opened there, right? That's the open of the breaker that we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the open of the breaker we was talking about. And then cause we had the high, low, high, lower, low. That's the open of the breaker that we was talking about. We came up to the breaker, sold off, came back up to the breaker again. Now we trying to see if we gonna get through the open of the breaker. You see right there, the open of the breaker is pretty much in line with this high right there that we marked off. All kissing cousins. Everything lining up. That's why I'm an algo conspiracist, because everything lined up. No matter how you look at this one area, everybody can sell their course for $999. No matter how you look at, if you look at it from the breakers, if you look at it from support and resistance, if you look at it from shapes and patterns, W's and M's, head and shoulders, and crouching tiger, hidden dragons, whatever. Everything, cause every time we put something in the chat and we go back and look at it, look where it's coming back to. It's coming back to the same stuff. We marked this for a totally different reason. We never said anything about a breaker over here until Lil Hawk said, "Hey, is that a breaker?" Then we go through and do the requirements of the breaker. You know what I'm saying? We came down, we ran liquidity. This just my stuff I added now. I want to see it run liquidity and start doing something. It's trying to take it somewhere. We came down, we ran liquidity. We came back up, made a high, made a low, made a high, made a lower low. Boom. That's the breaker right there. Extend that out in time. Look at that. Look at that. We came to the top of the breaker right there, sold off. Came back again. Now we in the breaker again. Right here we came to the bottom of the breaker, sold off. Right, came back here again. Now we trying to fight our way through. Right, we trying to fight our way through this breaker. But no, Tim, we ain't fighting through the breaker. We fighting through resistance. You right, little Timmy Rogers. We got support and resistance. It was support here, right? We tested it, went back up. It was support again. We tested it, went back up. It was support again. Right? We broke support. Now it's resistance. You know what I'm saying? Now it's resistance. Now it's resistance. You're right, little Timmy Rogers. You're right. It is resistance. It's all kissing cousins. It's all the same thing. Right? Everybody have a great day. We've been on here for 58 minutes. I got to go take a shower. I'm supposed to be meeting my partner for lunch today. I appreciate y'all for sitting here listening to me run my mouth. Look like Spyline trying to come back down. That means we coming trying to get some of this gap work. Let's see where we at. Look like we coming down. Okay. We respecting this fair value gap. The fair value gap pushing it down. Fair value gap pushing it down. Let's see if we can get down below this sell side liquidity, or if we just gonna come down here and get this gap work and then go back up. Let's see if we get a closure below this 39.22. We are respecting the fair value gap, and we starting to push back down. Let's see if we can get a close below this 39.2250, so we can come on down and get some of this gap work right here, and then start pushing back up and get a strong close of the day. Hey, I'm about to get out of here, man. I've been on here for an hour. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the price action recap. Gone.